Pandemic.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of The Cousins. I got everybody here. We just went ahead and restarted to make sure that it was on Facebook for all of those who like to watch us on Facebook. But don't forget, the YouTube channel is available. That being said, hello, everybody. What's up, family?
Hey.
Hello.
We got another new cousin joining us. We got Tanika in the building. Hello, Tanika.
Hello, guys. How are you doing?
So how's everybody doing? How was everybody's week?
My
I
week
worked real hard today. I thought today was Monday.
Jackie thought yesterday was Tuesday.
I sure did. I did. It was not a good look.
She put me down by 6 o'clock yesterday, and I was like, "Well, what's happening at 6 o'clock?" She said, "We got the podcast." I was like, "Girl, today Monday."
I was
So-
trying to prepare
long
myself.
weekend she had.
Well, I know this weekend was something that was very special. You know, Mommy, you had your anniversary shindig this weekend.
And we had fun. We played games, and we went to breakfast, and we watched shows. We watched Raising Dion.
You know,
That was good. I have to get to the second season. Yes.
June.
Yes, second season.
I have not watched that yet. Paul has watched it, but I have not watched it yet.
It was really good.
I haven't seen it.
I watched Euphoria. Did we talk about this last week? Euphoria.
Yeah.
Listen, that show is something else.
What?
Euphoria.
What's that
Oh, I
on?
haven't watched that.
It's on HBO. That show, the kids are not all right. Like if that show is
Wait. Is
Hey,
it
what's
like
the name of
three
the show
boys?
again?
Oh,
Huh?
does it have 3 boys in it?
no, it's got Zendaya in it.
Yes. Yes, I've seen it. And she's a
She's a drug.
She's a drug addict.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the one where somebody said that that her show is promoting drugs.
I don't
I
really
can't
think it's
remember.
promoting
They're
drugs.
promoting drugs. They put drugs in everything.
I don't remember
Exactly.
who-
What is wrong with people? People just need a life.
I don't remember who it was, but they made a comment and said that her show was promoting drugs, and she had a nice little clapback.
Yeah, like because I don't think the show's definitely not promoting drugs. It is giving you kind of like a real almost
Insight
into like a teenage drug user and why they do some of the things they do.
Well, how they gonna say that? Look at all the shows that's out now about
Everyday life.
drugs.
Like people been doing drugs forever, and it's been on TV, and now all of a sudden it's promoting drugs. Like, cut it out.
Right.
Yeah, look at Queen of the South. They weren't promoting drugs. They ain't saying nothing about that.
Claws,
That
what else?
definitely
There
was,
was
promoting drugs. That one was definitely promoting.
It's because
but,
Zendaya.
it was good.
It's because Zendaya is a Disney person, and when people come from Disney,
yes, Annie. Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie?
Sorry.
Well, speaking
Sorry.
of Disney, did y'all hear? Y'all watch the show 911?
I've watched a
Yeah.
couple episodes, but I don't.
Which one?
So the black guy who plays Angela Bassett's husband, the guy who's gay on there,
oh,
Yes.
Rockman Dunbar. You know he's suing Disney. He had a lawsuit
For
For
what?
what?
because they wanted him to be a vaccination for COVID, and he told them that it was against his religion,
I did hear that.
and
Yeah,
so
I-
they fired him because of that. That's why he's not on the show no more
Yep.
for religious
I did
belief
hear
and
about that.
exemption.
What religion? What religion is
so that's
he?
why they.
Is he Muslim?
I don't know what he is. I kind of didn't read all the way into it like that, but I seen it.
He is.
So that's why he they sent him off to Africa.
Yeah, in the show exactly. They-
I wonder
they
if
wrote him out.
he's no longer going to be on the game. You know, they did the series. They redid the series of the game.
Did they really?
It's good actually. It's on Paramount, I think.
Oh.
One of them channels.
So, Jr. I gave you pop culture this week. Did you get anything?
I just brung up one.
Go ahead.
You ain't just hear that?
Good job, Jr. You know what?
Yep. That was the one. I got another one if you want.
Yeah, go ahead, because I have two as well. So.
Oh well, I got the other one is man, what the hell is her name? The girl who taking over Wendy Williams' spot, Sherry Shepherd.
Sherry Shepherd.
Oh, Sherry
He's
Shepherd.
taking
Yep.
over Wendy Williams' spot.
Yeah, Wendy
the
Williams'
show.
show is officially being canceled as of in June.
Why? Why they
So
cancel
they
that?
giving Sherry Shepherd her own show. Is that what it's going on?
Yeah, due to her health.
Yeah, she's gonna take that slot.
Because of Wendy's health?
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think she's gonna do as good a job as Wendy did.
Well, she's
But
been doing the show, and
it.
people been loving her.
Mm-hmm. She got more. She started getting more. That her Wendy Williams show started getting more views after Wendy was gone, and it's been Sherry Shepherd.
Well, I mean, I think I'm a firm believer. I think part of it is that she also had, before it was Sherry Shepherd, it was like Jerry O'Connell, who, listen, I'm not one to out nobody.
What?
You know who Jerry O'Connell is, right?
The white guy, the actor?
Yeah.
Did she do the view?
The one with the golden locks. That's what it is.
No, Jerry O'Connell was in that movie with what's her name? The actress Melissa McCarthy, and she took over his identity.
Isn't his dad Carol O'Connor or something?
Oh,
that's O'Connor. I don't know who we're talking about.
I know who we talking
At
about. The
any
one
rate,
when she
y'all
punched
know
him in
who it
the
is.
throat.
Yes.
I know that one.
But he gives me, like, he's like a Real Housewives super fan, and like,
Really?
yeah, like, he gives me
About a woman.
lady
He
vibes.
probably watch it with his wife.
I think his wife is famous too. I think it's Rebecca. No, John Stamos' wife is Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah, that's who his wife is, Rebecca Romaine.
Yeah. But like he might watch it with his wife, but I'm like he was on Watch What Happens Live a couple years ago, and he knows more about the Real Housewives of Atlanta than the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Like,
Well, speaking of housewives, what about Kiki Hyatt on her 11th child?
that was gonna be the one I was gonna talk about.
Wyatt.
Yeah, Wyatt.
Kiki Wyatt. I was like, listen, y'all, that was my. I know the Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply."
And she only 39. She ain't even that old. I'm like, dang, she having 11 already?
Well, they ain't no worse than the what is it? The show the Wrinkles.
Listen, but they weren't famous at first. So, because I watched the Downing with them, I can't think of the name, but I watched that show, and in the beginning, she couldn't have kids, and she went through the and what is it? She went and had that little treat. Yeah, that she went and did that, and then when she started getting pregnant. She got pregnant with one first, and then she got pregnant with two. Mommy, if you're talking, oh, maybe it's because I'm looking at the wrong screen. But she got pregnant with one first, and then she got pregnant with two, and then she started having triplets, and then quadruplets, and then she lost two, I think, or one, and then she had triplets again. Like hers have been groups, not just pregnancy after pregnancy after pregnancy.
Kiki Wyatt is like,
it was crazy.
Kiki Wyatt, somebody said there's two things Kiki Wyatt gonna do: sing and be pregnant. Like,
but she also
sing and had some babies.
She did an interview one time where she was like she was having the kids to fill a void.
well, see, that void ain't filled yet.
Feeling it.
Yeah, I can't look. I ain't heard.
It should be filled by now. I mean, no
man.
judgment, but
This is her 11th child and her 12th pregnancy. Like, she has had, like, listen, she said I'm gonna have a baby for all those out there that said we're not having none. Like, I said you get her and Nick Cannon together, and it's gonna be
taking care of them. So
let's acknowledge this hat Michelle got on again today.
That's that Annie. Are you okay hat?
Thank you. Be quiet, JR. Mona, you sideways, girl. I done text you. I just got to put it out there.
Oh, cause I'm cooking. I look straight up.
You
Y'all
sideways. You giving
The
us
only
this
time
one.
you cooking is on Tuesdays.
What?
Only time you cook is on Tuesdays.
I cooked on Saturday. Remember? I made some potato salad.
Oh, if that's cooking, okay.
That is cooking. You have to cook the potatoes.
Mm-hmm.
What you cook?
What did I make? I forgot. It was so
Not
delicious.
a damn thing.
Look like we got 3 people cooking in the house. Mona, what you cooking?
I am making coleslaw and salmon that I pre-seasoned and froze, and so I thawed it out.
Look like it's well seasoned.
All right, Paula Dean, sit your ass down somewhere, Paula Dean.
Jerry, what you cooking?
She on mute.
Oh, Jerry cooking too?
Yeah, she was on mute though.
Jerry, I can't hear you.
Ooh.
No, we can't hear you.
It's always one.
Jerry, we can't hear you. We cannot hear you.
It's string beans.
No, we can't hear you. Fix that cheap ass computer.
Look, she about to start cussing in a minute.
We gonna
No,
hear
we
that.
can't hear you.
Well, while we waiting on Jerry to fix that, Tanika, what you cooking?
It's Taco Tuesday. We got quesadillas, we got nachos, and
See, that's why you need to be closer. Because we had leftovers. Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
I had Chick-fil-A.
Wait a minute.
Oh. They not sponsoring us.
I know.
I ain't cook. Paul asked me what I wanted for dinner. I said it's up to you. Cause
maybe Red Bull will sponsor me. Gives me wings.
Drink enough of them, you need to buy stock.
I said, look, Jan, you and this Red Bull addiction. That's how you get kidney stones.
That's all right. That'll be all right. I know how to deal with them. A shot of vinegar. Ain't that right, Jerry?
No.
Yeah, right now.
If there's a Red
Still can't hear you, Jerry.
So listen, we got to do this update. Old girl from that. Oh, let me move this bottle out the way. Sorry. Old girl from that did the case with Cardi B.
Yeah.
Did an interview, and they asked her when she was gonna pay, if she was gonna pay Cardi the $4 million, and she said she ain't got it.
Right.
So no, it ain't happening.
Well, she also said that she has things in place for things like that will do her payout. So that means she probably has some kind of insurance.
Right, but I got a feeling that ain't gonna cover the whole $4 million.
Right. Yeah, because it depends on
lot.
how much she got, how much cover she got on her insurance.
Right. And she on top of that, she was like, I got 2 kids. Yeah, she said, I got 2 kids. I ain't got it. I ain't got it. I said, oh, okay then. Well,
that was funny.
Hey.
Listen, I mean, I guess we knew she didn't have it when she said all that. She didn't have it when she said all that stuff.
I don't think she was expecting it to be that much in payout, though.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Now you can. Yeah, that was my fault. I was messing with some game system. I was about to blame the kids, and it was my fault.
So what was you cooking?
I'm making chicken enchiladas, and the only reason why I'm cooking is because y'all cousin / niece said, "Mommy, I'm hungry, and I want a real meal. I don't want."
Oh, she hit you with that one again.
Yeah, she made me feel bad.
Oh, yeah. That's why it's time for her to learn how to cook.
Paul says hello to everyone.
So listen to what I just read. So it says Donald Trump tried to launch his own social media platform.
Mm-hmm.
Fell apart.
It's called Truth.
Yeah, but you can't talk about him on the platform.
You sound like an idiot.
Wait, you can't talk about him on the platform?
Yeah, you can't talk about him. You can't criticize him.
Oh, of course not.
Nope, that's not right either.
He said, look, the truth is, you can talk about anything but me.
Right. And that's the truth.
All right.
That
sounds like Donald.
Mommy, is your head itching?
Yes.
I started to make a dessert too, but I ain't doing all that.
Why you ain't gonna make a dessert?
And then watch that show on Netflix.
Which one?
About Boeing.
I have not seen it.
What's the name of it?
What is it called?
It's about Boeing, the airplane company.
Oh yeah, I said I wanted to watch that.
Yeah, I watched it. It was pretty good. You learn a lot of things about what happened.
Do
with
I
them.
need to take my stocks out of them? Do I need to take my money out of that?
You got stock
You
in
did
that?
that 20 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, she
All right, Jackie, you got stocks. Wait a minute.
Pull it.
I'm about to pull it right now while we talking.
I know, you see her, right? She done jumped off the phone.
I wouldn't. Boeing has been around for a long time, and even if they have these planes or
minor
whatever,
issues,
they come back. So
what it was in the show, because they came around I think in like the 50s, but they ended up merging with another company in '97, and anybody who worked there at that time pretty much said once they merged with that company, Boeing went downhill. It wasn't about safety no more. It was about cutting costs and making money. So that at that time the stock market blew up because of Boeing. But then after them two planes had crashed, I forgot, I think it was in 2000, might have say 15, I can't remember. That's when a lot of stuff went downhill for them.
Yeah, the ones that went down in like was one. I think one of them was like an African, was in Africa, and the other one was in like
Ethiopia or something.
Yeah, there was Ethiopian Air, and then there was the, I believe it was in like, it was in a European country.
In the Asian country, somewhere in Indonesia or somewhere like that.
Yeah, and it was Indonesia. Once they went down because they were having problems with the black boxes.
Well, that's when they had all their problems. So they actually got sued for like 2.6 billion, and it was like, I want to say it was over 300 some people had died from the two plane crashes. It was crazy. I watched it. It was interesting though.
So so my next thing, I don't know if y'all noticed. Did y'all see? So Monique did an interview last week where she basically pulled out the receipts on, the blackballing from Netflix and all that stuff, and then the Tyler Perry thing. And
she did what?
She basically pulled out the receipts and was like, so apparently the story is, during Precious, she, when they filmed Precious, Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey didn't have nothing to do with it. It was just a Lee Daniels thing, and they had filmed it. Well, once it started picking up, some steam and some notoriety, that's when Tyler Perry and Oprah Winfrey kind of jumped in on it. And Monique was like, look, I wasn't contracted to do press. Like, that wasn't what I was contracted to do. I was contracted to do the film. And, she's like, I don't do that, going and doing the Oscar run or anything like that. She's like, if you do that, you got to pay me. If I'm gonna do the press for your movie, you gonna pay me. I got 50 grand up front and 5% on the back end. And so then when they came in, they were like, you gotta do all this press, you gotta do press. And she was like, no. So I guess she had a conversation with Oprah, and Oprah was like, hey, we're sending a car to come get you, to put you on a jet to have you do this press. And she was like, I'm in the bed with my husband and my kids watching watching Curious George. I'm not doing that. So then I guess Tyler called her and was like, no, I think it's in your best interest to do this press. And she was like, I'm not going to do that. She's like, I'm not going to do it if y'all not going to pay me. She's like, if you're willing to pay me, then I will do the press. And Tyler said, I'm not in the business of writing checks for free. And she said, well, I'm not in the business of working for free, so it seems like we've come to an understanding.
Right.
And then
I
went.
remember she was on The View talking
Michelle,
with Whoopi
you was
about
giving
that,
me
and
all
Whoopi was
types
like,
of
"That's
life.
part of the business."
Huh?
When you do the movie,
You giving me all types of life with that hat on. You was killing it.
Stop laughing at me.
I'm not laughing at you.
Go ahead, Mona.
Oh, I loved it.
I know Solange just went on. I was saying that she went and she was on The View, and her and Whoopi talked about it, and Whoopi was like, "That's part of being. That's part of your contract." She's saying it's not.
Right. She's saying it's not part of her contract. And what Whoopi and what Monique was saying is that, like, it's not part, your contract is not, the contract is not part of, doing press is not part of the contract. It is a thing that people tend to do because they're looking to do the Oscar run, or, you know, they're looking to do the press run for promotion. But she was like, you didn't pay me to promote. You paid me for my performance. Mm-hmm. And so, you know, if you want the press run, especially because it was starting to get that Oscar buzz and all that, you want the press run, you got to pay me for the press run, which I get. She was like, it's tantamount to slavery. You want me to go from place to place, country to country, do all this press, and you're not paying me for that.
Is that why a lot of is that why a lot of football and basketball players don't like doing press conferences because they don't get paid for it?
They don't get paid for it.
Oh, okay. I get it.
But in football, it's different. Totally different. Doing media as a actress and doing media as a football player is different.
They still don't get paid because
I know that, but they can get fined and in trouble.
Yeah.
Remember,
Shay, what's that one?
What's his name?
Show?
I love him. You know why
I'm only here.
I'm only here so I don't get fined.
Yeah, they talking about Marshawn Lynch. He goes there, but they say he'll never say nothing.
He don't say nothing because, but you gotta
to do that.
Yeah, but he say I'm only here so I don't get fined, but he don't say nothing during the press conference.
And that's what's different for the football players and the.
Who is that, Tanika?
What?
Who is that? Hey, I saw that. You cannot hide. Yeah.
Hello.
Manager.
That's the nanny.
Mark. And the nanny, yes.
The nanny?
Yes, the nanny.
Okay.
Everybody ain't know, but I told y'all that girl was bougie.
She bougie. Mona, she got you beat. She got a whole nanny.
You better have a nanny. You better have a nanny.
Her last name must be Trump.
I don't got no little kids.
Even when you did, though, you didn't have a nanny.
Yeah, you did. Their names were JR and Jerry. Yeah, you did. Yeah, too.
Gonna be on TV, Michelle. She got on her hat.
I know, right? That hat is fierce. I love it.
Michelle, listen, that's that Annie, are you okay hat. I'm gonna keep calling it that.
I didn't even mean to, like, I was looking at it.
What's the
Look, and you see the ring?
It's like, you've been hit by a smooth criminal.
That's funny.
But no, but then she said, okay, so Tyler called her and was like, look, you know, if you do the press, if you win an Oscar, your next movie will be, you know, you can get, you know, $4 to $8 million in the movie. And she was like, come on now, this is not this. You got to remember, this was like 10 years ago, you know. And she was like, come on now, you know, we're not getting that kind of money for a movie. You know what I mean?
She right.
We're not doing that. We're not getting that kind of money for a movie. And he was like, well, you know, I guess it is what it is. But then they went around and told people that she was hard to work with. And what is the name? There's the other like really popular black like producer.
John Singleton?
Even
No, it's a male. It's not John Singleton.
John Singleton, Lee Daniels, Ken Peele.
I like Ken Peele.
It's like Latham or something like that.
Stan Latham.
Yeah. She said he went to, you know, they were talking to, I guess Tyler told him that, you know, that she was hard to work with and don't work with her and this and that. And he was like, I've never had any problems working with Monique. Monique has always been gracious and all of that stuff. And so they kind of blackballed her. That's how she got blackballed in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
And so then
there's already enough problems for black actors as it is. They don't need them out there labeling people.
You'll be surprised if you actually look into it as to how many people they actually say are hard to work with. It's a lot of them. Like some of them instantly start turning into divas and everything, and actually, they demand a whole bunch of stuff.
I think there's a difference between.
Let me say this.
I think there's a difference between.
But does that really make them hard to work with? Because if you really think about it, if they're doing the exact same thing as, say, Jennifer Lopez and requesting the same thing, is that being hard to work with, or is that trying to be
asking for your work?
Everybody else?
Or Hillary Swank, or whoever's the new popular.
To me, that's
actress
asking for your work.
It's knowing your boundaries. You know what I mean? I think it's knowing your boundaries, knowing what your worth is, and not settling for less. If you're gonna give X, Y, and Z this treatment, you're gonna give me the same treatment.
I mean, but like, so you ever seen? Of course, y'all seen the movie Back to the Future, right?
Right.
So you remember the dude that played George McFly in that?
Yeah.
They said he was hard to work with, and I didn't know who he was before that. So, come on, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
And let me say this, and this is what I think
a lot
happens
of times
with black actresses. I think that hard to work with is actually wanting equal opportunities, pay, as well as make sure you have a stylist in there who knows how to do black hair. Make sure you have a person in there who knows how to blend my makeup properly. That's not hard to work with. That's a simple request. So that if I'm going in here, I need to look at my best, and you out here giving me makeup that's 2 shades too light or too dark.
I mean, John Oliver did that.
Some of them they request and stuff like that. It's the fact that they do certain things, like try to rewrite the script and do things the way they want to do it. So that's what they mean by some of them are hard to work with. It ain't the fact of hair and stuff like that. Some of them demand certain kind of food that they don't have. But they
all do that. That's
just not black people. You can't say that's just the black side. That's period. There are people who literally feel like I'm sorry, the others, shall I say, can feel like that's what they're supposed to get. But at the end of the day, for an African American to be wanting the same thing, it's considered hard to work with, which isn't
quite
fair.
frankly, to me, it doesn't matter who you are or what your skin type is. If you are in a position where you can demand that I want all of my M&Ms to be of no color, then
the skin type does matter. And if you listen to a lot of black actresses, they always talk about how things are not equally yoked.
Right? No, they're not. They're not at all. And that's what I'm saying.
But that's just not black.
But also,
that's just not black
actors. If you follow the money is if you're not putting bodies in the seats, then they might not give you too much. Right. But if it's guaranteed that when you get in this movie, people are going to come out just because it's you, they're going to shell out that money.
Like Viola Davis can say, I want all white M&Ms.
Do they white M&Ms?
No, but they're going to make them for Viola Davis. You know what I'm saying?
But that's just not all.
And even she says that, she still has some challenges too.
Right.
But it's not just all black actors. Honestly, at the end of the day, it's kind of just all across the board, people in general. Because if you watch the news this morning, the women soccer was just able to get something passed so they get the same amount as the male soccer.
Right, because they just admitted, they finally after all these years admitted that they were not paying the female soccer players the same way they were paying the men.
It's been 6 years.
Well, they didn't need to admit
all
that.
female sports, same thing with the WNBA.
But I also think that I think the soccer thing is different because, and I don't watch a lot of the WNBA. I'm gonna be real with you. But it was apparent that the women's soccer team, the U.S. women's soccer team, was leaps
Better than
and
the
bounds better than the men's soccer team.
And they
Yeah.
still weren't getting paid nowhere near as
Right.
much as them.
And so I think that that's a really deep question about, especially with JR is in there having a whole nother conversation. Where's Siobhan?
That's
hear
who
her.
they're talking to.
I do hear her.
No, you don't, because we're on
Who was
mute.
that? I heard somebody in the background. I don't know. I'm tired.
But I think that's a bigger conversation about the wage gap between men and women, especially women and women of color. Like the expectation of, I think the powers that be is that
January.
You as women, and especially women of color, are willing to take less for the same job as men. And a lot of that comes down to, not inherently knowing our worth, and as a black male, and then for you guys as black women, not knowing your worth and then being called difficult when you know your worth and then are being said this is not what I'm going to accept anymore.
Also being called difficult when you are in the room and you know what you're talking about, and because you are a little more aggressive at it, because you have to work 5 times harder.
True that.
I mean, I agree with you.
Sometimes when you go in the room, I mean, the bottom line is it's still run by white men.
Yeah.
Sports. I don't know much about the soccer, but the majority of sports owners are
white men.
All men.
Do you want to know
Football,
what's interesting now?
Football, it was bad when they were protesting, when Colin Kaepernick was protesting. I mean, the way that they acted about it, it was almost like, nigga, get in there and do what I say and shut up.
Right.
That's basically what it was.
It was like they was being slave masters. And I don't like it.
Do y'all know what the interesting thing is? What sport has the most black owners?
What?
NASCAR.
What?
Get out of here.
Hey, close that. That's right.
Wait a minute. I need to fact check that.
Even though I would invest in NASCAR.
NASCAR has the most black owners.
Really?
Who do they own?
The car.
Because it's not a dominant sport amongst us.
Right.
No.
But you got to think there aren't any black. Are there any black football owners? Because I don't think there are.
No.
No.
Not full.
I think they're supposed to be trying or something, but
yeah, they're trying.
Several black people have tried. They do not want us to have a seat at the table.
No, they do not.
Yeah, there are. So see, Emmett Smith is a black owner. It's a full-time team with a black driver. There are 4 black owners in NASCAR.
Oh no, I left my mixed vegetables at your house.
So I'm like, maybe we need to go over there and take over NASCAR.
Well, it's 2 black football owners. It's only 2, and one of them is a woman.
I don't.
It says a woman of South Korea. She owns part of the Buffalo Bills.
And wasn't that recent? Did that take place recently?
I don't know. I'm reading it.
I thought I read that. What's her name? Look up her name, JL.
Who name? The lady?
Yeah.
Kim Pagula.
Wait, is that a person of color or a black? Because that's different.
Well, it say only 2 people of color.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Teams. No, I said black.
Well, I'm just giving you what they say of color. I
they got you when they said of color.
Yeah. I mean, that's close enough.
I mean, listen, no shade on all the other colors of the rainbow, but we talking black.
African American.
So, Dang, we talked about Monique. We talked about Kiki White and all them damn children.
That is a lot.
It's a lot of kids.
You said 11, right?
It's her 12th pregnancy.
So back in the day, people used to have all them kids. Sure.
Right. I mean, but everything wasn't.
And they ain't have Kiki White money. That's for sure.
No, she got good. She got long money.
You just listen. That voice is there. I'm like,
yeah. She can say she's there.
But them kids are expensive because everything going up and everything is not in stock.
And it's only 4 black owners that own NASCAR. It's not a whole bunch of them.
How much that cost?
I mean, 4 black. That's still more than anywhere else.
They own football.
Oh, okay. So, are we ready? Y'all ready for this week's Am I the Asshole?
Apparently, Michael Jordan owned one of the damn cars.
I believe it. Y'all want to see my enchiladas?
Yeah, let's see. This is cooking with jury. Oh, they look good.
Right.
I'll be there.
Now your niece can't say nothing.
I'll be there. Stop this podcast. Okay.
Listen, is it dinner at Jerry's house?
I can't see that.
Fine. You couldn't see it?
Yeah, I didn't see it either.
Nachos. I want to see
Oh, those look good.
That look good.
And I got some Spanish rice. Tanika, open your eyes.
That was me. I see
What?
it.
And when you first.
You can't
I
see
see it. They look good.
And Jared,
it's
you're
hot.
actually a chef.
Yes.
So, I mean,
That's Chef Jury over there.
Prepper. She's not a chef. She's a prepper.
JR. Tell the truth and shame the devil.
He's such a hater.
He is. Let me see what you cooking. What you cooking?
That's when you just let them know that yes, you do food prep.
Yes,
for
I
those
do.
as well.
I do food prep.
Okay.
I do catering. And
She don't need no
make
co-side or no hype man.
So listen, for all your culinary needs, go to Jerry. Jerry, where can the people find you at for your culinary needs?
Well, right now it's Ambient Personal Chef, so you can look us up on Facebook and Instagram, and we have a website at www.ambientpersonalchef.com, and we do barbecue as well.
I may need to
It's I heard personal chef.
Yes, I do private chefs, so you can get your meal prep needs met from us. We help you lose weight or get healthier, whichever one you want.
Well, get your ass up here and make me a salad.
I don't like you like that.
No, Jerry, you're supposed to say. Jerry's supposed to be like, as soon as the check clear.
Exactly.
Right.
I got life insurance.
You ain't get it.
Continue eating how you eat.
Slow.
Continue eating how you eat.
Just to remind everyone, when you come for the family, you come for us all. Okay,
all of us,
every
single one of us.
Family member. Hello, JR. You getting it today? Okay.
I ain't never been scared.
You ain't scared.
Never.
It's all
we
right.
don't want you to be. We want you to come with open arms.
Will catch up to you, and I will be collecting.
Hey, they make some good shows on YouTube with top ramen noodles. You better look at it.
They do. They got some good stuff. Mm-hmm. But I need you to expand your palate and get the Korean noodles from the Asian market.
I can't afford them. They cost too much.
You be looking.
But they don't.
No, they don't.
I can get a whole pack of noodles for $4. I only get 2 of them from the Korean market for $4.
But they so much better. Get out my kitchen.
Look at this. Look at this.
You paying $4? You paying $4 for noodles?
Who, me?
Yeah.
For a whole bunch, for a big pack, like 10 or so.
Not no $4. They like $2.98.
Prices have gone. No, prices have gone up.
I was just bullshitting. I don't know how many it is.
It ain't no.
He get those round, the ones in the round.
Listen. I don't know why y'all asking him about what the cost is. Don't y'all remember this $400 ham?
Right.
There you go. Shit. What about this high ass gas? I just told them we need Trump back in office again.
You talking about gas every week.
Every week, if you say that one more time.
Then I'm gonna give me a bus pass.
Gas in my car
That's
too.
what y'all ass get for getting
that about to go up some more if this raid go through.
Listen, y'all. Can we talk? Okay, so we don't normally we don't talk politics and
Hey, politics.
No.
Where's gas?
Shit's real.
We don't normally talk about that on this show because we got people that really can't have an opinion the guy can have an opinion, but they can't voice their opinion on the show.
You're right about that.
Gas higher than ass. Somebody got to get out here in this corner.
Well, you better take your ass out there then.
When she come with the quickness, don't she? She came out of nowhere.
Yeah. She said, "I'm done with this."
Put my phone on mute because I'm laughing hard now.
Yeah, JR. And what?
So Mona, did you do your research like you were supposed to?
Yes, I listened to several songs today.
Okay, so yes, let's talk about that. Let's get into the music.
I don't recognize none of these people.
Me neither.
But I did enjoy several of the songs. However, what I would like to talk about is the verses with Music Soul Child and Anthony Hamilton.
Oh yes, give us the recap.
I missed it.
I can't give you the recap. I can only. My thing is, I wanted to hear everybody else's opinion, but nobody saw it but Jackie.
Yeah, because I didn't see it.
I watched some of it, but then I fell asleep because I'm old. But what I saw, I enjoyed, but Jackie said they didn't sound too good. But they were like an hour late.
To me, one, I wish I remembered the DJs that was on there, because the DJs that was doing the thing while they was trying to get people not to look at their watches was doing the damn thing. Okay.
No, one of them sucked.
Well, no, they was good.
No, one of them sucked, in my opinion. The second one.
Well, it must have been the female was fantastic.
I didn't see the female one. I saw the male one. Then I logged on.
Okay, but the female was great. So what I saw was good until I saw them. Now, maybe it might be because I personally have not been to one of their shows. I have not been to a Music Soul Child show or an Anthony Hamilton show. So to me, what I was expecting was like, the way for them to sound like, they music, but it didn't sound that way. They did a lot of extra runs.
I hate that.
And like, it just kind of irritated me. And instead of them, sounding the way that they would normally sound, they would like they either change the tempo or they change the pitch of their song. So to me, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be, because I was ready. I was ready to be singing, like getting lovey-dovey, all of that. But no, it didn't happen. None of that happened. All that went out the window as soon as they got on the stage. But they were super energetic. They was into it or whatnot. But to me, the extraness is what killed it for me.
It just wasn't giving you what you thought it was supposed to give.
Just give me. Well, no, I'm not even going to say what I thought. Just give me what was put out. The extra runs, to me, it ain't, because basically it's a verses. So it's supposed to be, you sing your song, I sing my song. You sing your song, I sing my song. I want to be able to sing with you. But if I can't sing with you, if you add an extra runs, it's pointless.
I can see that.
Your voices verses is their verses.
It is, but I'm just
saying, not your verses.
My opinion. It was supposed to be our voice verses, but it's not what it was. It was them and only them. Like everybody else who did it, and that could be another thing, because everybody else who did it, they did their song and they did it the way that it was out. They might have added an extra run here and there, but it was almost like every line they did was a run.
I can't stand it.
I guess they was trying to make it like a competition.
Yeah.
I don't like all those extra runs.
Well, like don't get me wrong. I love a vocal acrobat. I love somebody who can run up and down the street. You know what I'm saying, when it calls for it.
You do that physically. Don't do that vocally. That's too much. I don't like
too much.
Yeah.
But I think that, like I said, I think that if the song calls for it, you know what I mean. Like if you've already put a song out that and you can give us a little extra flourish.
We already know you got the voice. We already know that you can sing. Sing the words, because that's what we came here to listen to. You doing all these extra runs.
Yeah, that over singing.
Yeah. It wasn't. So me, for
Listen,
me,
well, like Patty
I
said,
wasn't-
don't worry about if I oversing. We'll worry about whether I sing over you.
All right, y'all. I'm finished my food now. I wanted to show y'all.
Look at all this. Look, that look good.
That look good.
Okay, out here looking like it's Mediterranean entrees.
Listen, Mediterranean entree.
Because Mona is the type that you can have all these things that you want to cook, but if you don't say nothing green or nothing that is a vegetable, she is going to let you know, where is my vegetable? So
you right. Yeah, you're right.
It is required.
Mona
She said,
requires
"Listen, the food pyramid."
Yeah, she don't care about nothing else. The whole time you talking, you could be saying, "Oh," and she could be like, "Oh, okay, all right, So what's green? Where's the green? I need my green.
Where's the green vegetable?
You out here eating chitlins.
She do. I personally appreciate it though, because sometimes she does make us eat green.
And Jackie don't eat greens if she can help it.
Yeah, I don't gotta do it. I ain't doing it.
So let's speaking of food. So let's talk about some of these classic soul food things that we used to eat as kids. And if we still eat them as adults. I think I'm gonna go first.
What did you say? Classic soul food?
Like the soul food stuff that we ate as kids.
Classic. We still eat everything besides chitlins.
I was like, that chitlins is going to be the thing I was going to bring up. Like, do we still eat chitlins?
Okay, I haven't had any.
I ain't never ate it.
Last time, house, y'all know my mama didn't cook.
Well, see, the last time.
That's why you so skinny.
Yeah, last time I had chitlins was when my mom was still alive. That was the only one I would eat. Was my chitlins.
I don't eat nobody's chitlins.
Well, it was my mother, damn it.
I had the last time I had chitlins was probably like 5 or 6 years ago.
Michelle, remember when you cleaned them too well?
How do you clean them too well?
Sheer. They're not supposed to be sheer.
Now, the one thing I never liked to eat and I never ate it was pig's feet.
I hate that.
I did not want to see them hooves hanging out the top of the. Oh my God!
Listen,
see the nail.
I'm sorry. A barbecue pig feet is good. Let me tell you though, I got
Jackie.
How the hell you eat pig's feet not
Jackie,
chitlins?
it's all fat. It's fat.
It's okay. I
really
like fat though.
There's no meat on a pig feet.
I eat the fat on the steak. I eat the fat on the pork chop. I eat the fat. Maybe I shouldn't, but I do. Okay. But no, let me tell y'all. It's a person I know. One of my battle buddies literally will eat a pickled pig foot directly out of a jar, and
That's
I
disgusting.
looked at him and was like, "Ew."
But
Yeah, I've
it's
seen
pig
people
meat.
do that.
I
That's
can't.
at the
This
corner
is selling
store.
at 7-Eleven.
Look.
I
And
can't
speaking
do
of
it.
devil,
Hey, Peyton.
She said, "Where's her dinner?" Hey, Peyton.
they saying hi, Peyton.
Mm-hmm.
She watching.
I'm gonna
She's
tell you what I
making
do
sure.
miss is waking up on Sunday mornings to some fried apples.
You know how to make that, JR.
I
Mom
know,
taught
but
us.
it ain't ever like waking up to it.
Then you
I
should
never
put it
had
in
no.
the
Mama didn't
crock
make no fried apples.
Who did?
pot. Oh, they
Can I
good.
ask a question? Why?
My mother
why
did not make
we
fried
have
apples.
To eat? She
What?
did not.
Wait a minute.
I never had none.
I never had fried apples.
Wait a minute, your mother.
What?
Wait a minute. She's talking about. Wait a minute.
Soleil, CC, did you ever have fried apples?
I think I did.
From mommy?
Yeah, I think so.
Probably not.
What was
We
the
did
question,
for sure.
Tanika?
Fried
Yeah, we
apples and
did.
okra.
Yeah.
See,
I'm pretty sure
I don't eat okra. That's the thing. I have never eaten okra.
I love fried okra.
I
Oh,
love
God.
fried okra.
It's only one person that ever had me eat fried,
Yeah.
that had me
You wanna
eat
put your
any
hat
type
on?
of
Go
okra,
put it on.
and that was like within the last year and a half, and it.
What
I'm not a
kind
fan.
of life did y'all live growing up?
Who is that,
Mommy
Tanika?
didn't cook. Mommy
That's
was
what
always
she
at work.
Huh?
When she cooked,
Well,
that's when
J.R.
she was
Granny
at work.
lived in the house with us.
I guess.
But look, Jackie, I always
Michelle.
say to your mother,
Ah,
I was like,
is
how are you this person and you had
Is
the
that
same
Tina?
mother as my
Oh,
mother?
there you go.
And she said that she hated cooking because Granny always would try to make her cook. So she hated it.
It wasn't the same. Mommy used to always make us eat lima beans, but I will say this: Mom used to make braised chicken all the time.
Ooh, that braised chicken's so good.
Yeah.
Mommy made it recently, and I have been trying to make it. And
Is that the one my
Cooking
mother
braised
used to make,
chicken.
Aunt Deborah?
Yeah, we all knew that recipe.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
recipe.
because that came from Granny.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's
That
Look, all
braised
you
chicken's so
gotta
good.
This is how you make the recipe, Jackie. You
Sausage
talk
and
to
peppers,
Aunt
too.
Deborah, Mona, and Michelle, and you'll get all the ingredients. Because every one of them has a piece of ingredient that you don't that the other one don't have.
Well, mommy told me, but it was good. It wasn't as good as the one that she did, so I missed some. I think I didn't have a seasoning, so she told me to use a different seasoning. Turmeric.
Now
She told me to
Patron
use turmeric.
tequila.
Listen.
Turmeric.
I don't
Hey,
know.
we didn't
put turmeric.
Sausage and peppers.
No,
Yeah.
she told me to use
Sausage and
turmeric
peppers.
because of something else. Oh, and yeah, sausage and peppers I hadn't had in a long, long time.
I make sausage and peppers every once in a while, but I can't. It don't come out as good
Mom
as
used to make some really good sausage.
It's charging, baby.
So like, why you always talking real low? Like you sleep.
No.
I said my mother
Put it
used to make
down.
some real good sausage and peppers. I don't see how that was
It's
low.
almost there.
Because you talking real low. I
What?
don't know.
It might just be my phone.
Probably so. You at work?
Tanika, you talked about your mom, but she used to make some good rolls.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, she did.
And good desserts. But it's
I ain't gonna never talk about her.
For just anything else, y'all know Sunday dinners, she won't bring in nothing
That's-
else. But
That's because she was also going to other people's houses.
But you know, I remember like we had some really good Sunday dinners at Aunt Velma's house though.
yeah,
No,
everybody else brought all
Everybody
the
brung it. Everybody brung the food to Uncle
Listen,
Velma's
look, and then you get Aunt pound cake.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
She supplied, my mama supplied the house and the rolls and the drinks.
Yeah.
No.
That
Who
was
was
I
Uncle
tried
Cornelius'
that.
wife
They
name who used
talked
to make
about
that
me.
red velvet cake?
Say what?
Evelyn, no,
Evelyn.
not
Oh
Evelyn.
yeah, Aunt Evelyn.
Was it Evelyn?
Evelyn, yeah.
Oh my God. Her red velvet cake was like crack cocaine. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, you know that was
Well, I
chocolate
don't know
cake,
what
right?
crack cocaine is
Huh?
like.
Yours what?
You know that's chocolate cake, right?
I know, but hey, if you ever had it, you ain't
That's what it
kid.
is.
It is
Listen.
chocolate cake, but she made it from scratch. And
That red velvet cake was good.
After grandma's funeral, and
Ooh.
when she finally started cutting it, Mona came to try to sneak in and have a piece. I said, "What's that?" She said, "Red velvet cake." I said, "Let me go get a slice of that." So I went and got a slice, and I started eating it. I said, "God damn, this thing mean." Before I could turn around, everybody was in line to get a piece, and it was gone.
Oh.
I said,
Yeah,
"Goodness
put in
gracious."
it.
It was scraping the plate too.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
That
I
red velvet
never
cake was
had
good.
red velvet that damn good.
That
before
was
in my life.
one funeral that I was scared of.
Why?
I don't know.
Because of Uncle Anthony.
Cause Uncle Anthony was there, yeah. Yep.
What?
Well, I was in the car with him, so what the hell?
Yeah, you're right. That was one that I was like,
was going
this
a
could go
lot.
left real quick.
It was a lot going on. At
Hey,
that
Dad.
funeral.
Oh, that's when was it me, Uncle Anthony, you and
Yes.
Keenan, JR?
That's when y'all got stopped by the cops twice.
Almost
When the
going to
cop
jail.
rolled by
Right with
us.
these fools in the car drunk.
No,
Wait a minute, who was?
That's when I got left in
Uncle
DC.
Anthony was
Oh,
drunk.
Okay.
Me and Selene in the back seat looking crazy as hell.
Like,
I
are they
love
going
our
to jail?
family.
Did
Our
somebody go to
family.
somebody
I
go to jail?
love our
Didn't y'all get stopped twice?
No, we
They,
got stopped
no, they
once.
took an exit.
Once,
Doing
Ma
but I
100
think-
some miles an hour.
But I
I
think
remember
somebody
that.
went to jail.
Because Ma called. Ma called y'all to tell y'all, hey, I don't know if this cop is going for y'all, but it's a cop that just literally didn't bust a Yui on
Okay.
the highway and is coming.
But
Past
hold on.
us.
The reason
But
we
did
didn't
somebody
think
go to
that,
jail?
right?
I can't
Because
remember.
we was 20 minutes ahead of y'all.
Right.
What?
Did somebody go to jail?
Keenan.
Keenan.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
Y'all
then
yeah.
better be
Jim called.
y'all giving receipts and names.
He a fella. He know what's up.
JR.
He about it.
Ain't a little bit.
This is
Y'all a
listen.
mess.
Man, it was so much. It was so much going on.
Remember, we almost
I
missed the
was
funeral
scared,
because of it.
I was
So
scared.
Mona, what songs did you listen to this week? get us back on
Um,
track.
She said she didn't know them.
I'm gonna tell you because it was on my
You
phone.
make some tea or hot chocolate.
Well, who else had a task? Jerry, what
Can
was your
y'all hear
task?
me?
I didn't have
Can
to
y'all
yeah.
hear me? Can
Yes.
y'all hear me? Huh?
Yes.
Okay. I'm about to tell y'all.
Is she smacking?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She is.
Must be the
She
sound.
is.
Y'all, this is my first meal today. I had some popcorn.
Mona, I told you about that.
I'm getting better.
No, you not.
No, you're not. Not if that's still your first.
But I was
every
working. I
time-
told y'all they
every
worked
time
me
I see
really
you.
hard today.
Mona, that is no excuse
You-
to
From a
eat
You work
tonight.
at home.
Get the hell out of here.
You work at
What?
home. I'm confused.
You can work hard at home. Don't give her that
Right.
much. Too
Don't-
much.
Right, don't be discrediting my
Right here.
Okay, so I listened to the song is called NWA, featuring the person is Lucky Day.
Oh, I like Lucky Day, but I don't
Excuse
know
me,
that song.
featuring
The
Lil
rapper.
Durk.
I don't know
Lil
that
Durk.
guy.
How was it?
It was cool. Now there was one that I listened to, and the person was his tone and the way he sounded reminded me. I think it was Morgan. Reminded me of he gave me a cross between Raheem Devon and Tank.
Okay.
So I think it was him, but I enjoyed that song. The one person on this list that I did know was a young lady named Mahalia, and the song is called "Letter to Your Ex," and I like that song. I did recognize her. And then the song with PJ Morton and JoJo, "My Piece," featuring Mr. Talkbox. I like PJ Morton, so
Yes,
he
sir.
usually doesn't disappoint me.
You listen to Mary J. Blige's new album?
I have not.
I have not. Is it good?
Today and I didn't.
You know, normally I jump right on a Mary album, but something hasn't grabbed me yet. I haven't been in the right mood.
I like her Good Morning Gorgeous one, but Maxwell is supposed to come out with a new album too.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm ready. I'm ready
he's
for the new
on
Maxwell
tour.
album.
So while y'all on music, I'm sure a lot of you probably don't listen to it, but the rapper Young Dolph that got killed, they done 2 more people suspects they went in questioning for his murder. So this totals 5 altogether.
What is it? Got a
I thought
cartel?
that would have been 3.
It was 3 before. It was 2 originally locked up. Then they came back and locked up another guy. Now just Sunday they put out for 2 more to be questioned about it. So this makes 5 altogether.
So
Goodness gracious.
the song I listened to, because I only listen to one song, is the Gunna featuring Chloe Bailey song. And it's a sample. They sampled the John B. They Don't Know track.
They don't know. Oh, why did they do that? Like,
here's the thing. Like, I'm not a fan of his vocals, but Chloe Bailey can sing the phone book, and it's going to make it sound good.
I said number one.
Jason.
Okay, so now that we're doing music,
okay,
Jason.
let's go.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody go to old school song.
Tanya's
Everybody
one.
name a go to old school song.
Say what?
The
Go
Percolator.
to old school song.
My hype music, The Percolator.
2 Live Crew, Me So Horny.
Hold on, Michelle. What you say?
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Watching.
Hey, Tanya. I can't see who's watching.
What? Is Tanya on here?
So old school songs, cameos, Candy, playing at my funeral. Like,
What?
Wait a minute.
Look, give me a mother look.
You know, I'm going to play that shit at your funeral, too.
It's like candy.
What did he say last week? Said the one who was born in
a Fabergé egg, and I'm sticking to it.
Oh, when he said he was born from a moon, the moon's
Fabergé
rays.
egg.
I was born from a moon drop and a Fabergé egg. Don't play with me.
Michelle, what's yours?
What's my what?
Your go to
Old school song.
My old school song. That's a good question. I like a lot of songs, so You know, I'm definitely my mother's child, so I like stuff like Al Jarreau and any type of jazzy sound like that. I'm definitely a Phyllis Hyman fan.
Yeah, I think my favorite.
You gotta pick a song, just a one song that you know, like when you come on, you like, oh, this is my song.
I gotta go with my karaoke one.
From Phyllis Hyman, I like Somewhere in My Lifetime.
Okay.
I think I like Isaac Hayes' Walk On By.
Yeah, you do, because I always, every time I hear that song, I think of you. I don't know why you like that song so much.
I don't know.
What's yours?
Mine is Tevin Campbell, Can We Talk?
We know
that's
that.
not old school.
First of all, old school. He in jury house now.
That is old school.
No, he not. My son is at work, sucker.
Selene, what's yours?
Oh, it's the Sam Cooke song. I just listened to it today. I can't.
A Change Is Gonna Come.
Change Is Gonna Come. That one and Marvin Gaye. What's going on?
What's going on? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I like What's Going On, but every time I hear it, it just seems like it makes you want to cry.
Yeah.
It does make me cry.
Yeah, see, that's why I want to hear it.
But
what makes it sad is that song
because
was written in the 60s,
relevant.
and it's still ringing
still relevant
today.
Well, in
that's
theory,
what makes it sad.
So is a lot of songs, even in the 90s, is still relevant to this day.
Oh my God.
Okay, so Tanika, what's your old school
Fight
song?
The Power and Self Destruction.
Yeah, and NWA had songs.
UNITY.
That's not UNITY.
UNITY.
I didn't get to hear hers.
Tanika, what's your old school song?
What you say?
What's your old school song?
Yeah, Anita Baker, Sweet Love.
Ooh, that's a good one. See, I was gonna say what's your old school love song, but y'all already did them all.
All right, Deborah. But y'all not letting everybody get their chance. Deborah, what's your song?
My old school song?
Yep.
I like Luther Vandross, A House Is Not a Home.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
I like...
I could sing that.
No, you can't.
Don't you do it.
You stay right where you are.
Oh, my gosh.
No, I can't remember the name of the group, but the song is A Thin Line Between Love and Hate.
It's a thin line between love and hate.
Yeah.
So
y'all know why they sung that song? Y'all know why they sung that song?
It is the Persuaders.
So y'all don't have to.
Shut up, Jay.
You so extra. Shut
up. My song is Michelle, what's the song with Earth, Wind and Fire and the ladies? Is that Boogie Wonderland?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
I like that.
Boogie Wonderland.
Emotions.
Yeah, the emotions. Yes.
Now, I'm gonna tell you one song I like when it come on in my car and I party to it. The song Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so my love song is.
Since mine didn't count, can I do MC Light?
Wait a minute.
MC Light.
That's just like Tevin Campbell.
Right.
Okay, well shit. Fuck it.
So my love song is Cause I Love You.
I like Heartbreak Hotel by the Jacksons and Wildflower by New Birth.
Yeah.
Cause I Love You. Just at the end. Sometimes I get lonely.
That's not it.
Wait a minute.
That's not it. See what's going on.
Oh.
What is this? What is this, Tanika?
So, and then one of my all-time favorite groups, other than Earth, Wind and Fire, is the Isley Brothers. Anything by the Isley.
OJs.
Listen.
And Ronald Isley was the man.
Although, wait, can we for 2 seconds? I know this is off topic. It's off topic, but it's on topic. Do y'all remember Ronald Isley at Aretha's funeral?
No, I didn't watch that funeral. What did he do?
It was a long funeral.
The funeral was long.
That funeral was long, but Ronald Isley was I feel like he was on something.
Probably.
Dude, he old. He like 80 some years old now, 89.
since we're on the topic of Ronald Isley, I was telling Jerry when we was watching the Versus, like when he came out with them and Earth and Fire, everybody was like, "Where's Ron Isley? Where's Ron Isley?" And he was sitting there. He done got him a whole makeover.
Yeah.
He got his teeth
A
down.
beard will change you.
What'd you say, Deborah?
What?
I
said
said
what
a
would
beard.
change you?
A beard.
I said a beard will make you change
Well,
you.
it's not just that. His wife is 40.
Yeah.
He's 80.
Mm-hmm.
And actually their son is 13, so they've been together a long time.
When's
She done
Michelle?
went out and got him a stylist and everything, because he walking around wearing Balmain and Fendi and all of that. I said, oh shit.
I said, look at Ron Isley giving us granddaddy vibes.
If you think about it, who was the other one? Because the other one used to dress like that.
Who, Ernie? The one with the brother?
He used to dress like that. He used to put on the it was like more, I don't want to say, it was like, I guess like fancier patterns. Let's go with that. He used to do that.
He was coordinating.
I don't remember that. Ernie usually always he kept it simple. Ron Isley's wearing high-end designer stuff. Well, before he was wearing grandpa suits. Like you could tell he got him a younger Taylor. Let me say that.
you was about to say something else. He getting that young
slim fit, the jacker fabric. I mean, he was not playing the white beard. Like I said, he got his teeth done.
Listen, he was giving you granddaddy vibes.
Well, every time I saw him, his teeth were like really nice and neat and clean. Like
you need to go back and look at a couple of years ago and some pictures, some videos.
Look at him at Aretha funeral, and you'll understand.
No, look at him right there, Jay. I got him up.
Yeah, see, that's Ron Isley now.
That's Ronald Isley.
You need to look at some of those pictures a couple of years ago.
So, keep it on that same vein. Let's talk about a song that everybody likes that you think is overrated. Old school.
That's hard to say because if old school
Celebrate
in today's
Cool in the Gang.
You think it's overrated?
Yes.
Yeah, because they're gonna play that every event.
Well, that's just like what's the black barbecue song? Dang, I was just singing it in my head.
Before I Let Go. You better not be talking about Before I Let Go.
Before I Let Go.
Before I Let Go.
Girl.
What you won't do? I know you're not talking about that as overrated.
Bring it back.
Black barbecue anthem. You better stop playing.
I'm not saying it's overrated. I'm saying that's a song that they always play. They've always played that song too.
Mona, you might get mad at my choice, but September.
Girl,
I like that song.
Don't be talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire. No Earth, Wind, and Fire song is overrated.
I'm so tired of hearing that song.
Blasphemy.
That's because everybody and their mother keep trying to redo it.
What's that? Yeah, because
what about when Eddie Murphy had the song "Party All the Time"?
Now that's overrated.
Ain't nothing wrong with "Party All the Time." That song is a jam. My girl likes to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time.
Well, you know, Rick James wrote the song.
And Rick said he want that music back.
Party all the time.
No, did y'all all see the Rick James?
We started watching it, but we always wait till it's late at night because we don't know what you're gonna see.
First of all, I don't know if y'all knew, but I always loved Rick James since I was young. Michelle probably know that.
Yeah, I did too.
But did y'all see the episode of him on Michelle? What was he on People's Court?
Yes.
Oh yeah, you said that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Oh my gosh! But he was who he like. No matter when I saw him on anything, he was the same person always. He was like, because I mean, look at him. He's gay. What he say? He was like, he's gay. He was like, I don't have nothing wrong with gay people. He was like, because, if I went like that, he'd be my wife. And he goes,
he was like, don't do that, James. Don't do that, James. Don't do that.
Hey, Mona, tell them the story that time you and Troy went to go see Rick James in concert.
go see no Rick James.
Yeah, y'all did.
How Jay, I know more about your relationship.
No,
than
me
you do.
and Michelle went to go see Rick James.
No, you and Troy went too, because remember what Troy said to Rick when he was on stage, when he took that intermission.
I don't remember that.
So I remember it because you smoked all that weed back in the day.
Whatever.
You was telling me that he took an admission and was saying, I want to thank God and, all the fans and stuff to come out, and Troy yelled out, thank God for parole.
I don't remember that.
You blocked that out. Mona blocked that out.
I don't ever remember going to see Rick James I've seen Rick James twice, and both times it was me and Michelle.
Well, maybe you was just so much in love you missed it. You was there with Troy.
No, maybe Troy's ass was lying.
You told me the story, nigga.
Don't bring him up on here.
Right, you might bring him up. Listen, he might show up.
He's gonna be our special guest next week.
No, he won't either.
Right, so he can be on there. How are my cousin-in-laws?
Hey, Jerry, what Mona gonna say?
Don't you get your own family?
Not your family. They not your family.
Y'all better not acknowledge him. You better not laugh. That's Mona.
Oh.
Listen, y'all, we talked about this a little while ago. We can't do that.
Who's phone?
Now, you and Michelle went to go see, Michelle and Mom went to go see Frankie Beverly and Maze that time,
I remember that. Yep.
And you was shaking the maraca.
Yeah,
yes, and it broke and hit the lady in the head, and she gave the maraca back to Mom.
I was hitting them maracas real hard, and that thing flipped off and hit somebody in the head. I looked like a couple of rows down, and I gave a maracas to my mother, to Mom. I was like, "Here, take this."
All right, everybody, very first concert ever.
I don't remember.
I ain't been to one.
103 Jams. It had R. Kelly when he was with Public Announcement.
Did they pee on you on stage?
No, he wasn't doing that then. He was
it was.
R. Kelly and Public Announcement. He wasn't just R. Kelly.
Just didn't know.
You just didn't know, but he was doing it.
I think it had, I want to say Mary J. Blige. It was like a whole bunch of random people, but I just remember that.
I remember that. I think didn't Ma go with you to that one?
No. Ma, I've never been to a concert with Ma.
I remember my first concert was actually with my sis, with Cece, and it was Boyz II Men, Brandy, and Babyface.
What? No, I don't remember a concert with Boyz II Men.
He must have been producing them now.
When was that?
He was
right when the 2 album came out.
That might have been the 103 Jams thing, because I don't remember Boyz II Men.
Because it was only Boyz II Men, Brandy, and Babyface. That was it.
No, listen.
Because remember, I was a huge Brandy fan at the time, and I didn't care nothing about them other two.
I don't remember. I remember going to a I'll Be Sure, New Edition, and Bobby Brown concert when Bobby Brown was like the headliner and New Edition was not, and they threw ice at I'll Be Sure because he could not sing, and they were yelling boo. But
this was 1995. I remember it.
Wait, say it again. Who?
It was Boyz II Men. It was Brandy was the opening act, and then Babyface.
Did Babyface? What was that song? What song did Babyface have?
It was when Whip Appeal came out.
Whip
He got a lot
Appeal.
of them.
Okay, I do remember because he put somebody on stage. Did he give them $500? I felt like
Yes, he
gave them
did.
money. And I was really upset about that because I felt like I could have gave a Whip Appeal for $500.
Check you out. Little nasty hot in the pants.
I first remember. Okay, I remember that now. It took me a minute. Wow, I've been to a lot more concerts than I thought.
Spice Girls.
Really?
What?
Me.
That was
went
your
to a
first
Spice
concert?
Girl. Tanika, that was yours?
Yeah.
Mommy, what was yours?
Oh,
That is so sad.
girl. Spice went. Who took you there?
What was
My
that hit
dad
song?
with my stepsister at the time.
What was that hit song at the time?
Spice up your life.
Yeah,
Every boy, every girl. They was yelling.
They were
La 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 la.
What you want? What you really, really want? I'll tell you what you want. What you really, really want. I wanna. Okay, Mom, I didn't hear you. What was your first concert?
Parliament Funk the Goat. I knew it.
That sounded like. Was it with Daddy?
want to get bumped up.
No, because whoever I went, I don't remember if he went with me or we went together or whatever, but
She
no.
cleaned that up.
You probably went with
She cleaned
Glenda.
it up real quick. That's what I was thinking, that she went on Glenda.
When they had the album Dance Underwater and Not Get Wet,
Right, and that's how they was advertising the concert. I remember that.
radio said they were actually going to dance underwater and not get wet. And so me, Glenda, Wendy, and her cousins, we all went. And I didn't smoke at the time, but you wouldn't have known it by the time I left that daggone concert because I was too it wasn't funny.
She said I didn't smoke at the time. Wait a minute.
I still don't smoke at the time I wasn't smoking.
You don't smoke now, but there was a time.
She don't smoke now, but there was a time
There
when
was
she was
surely a
smoking.
time when the time
When
was
she
under the
smoked.
dope.
I used to drink at the time too. You drink?
Mama, you used to smoke?
Ma, you just had a whole wine cooler
Jason,
in
you
front
better
of the
stop acting
camera.
like you brand new and you ain't know those towels.
Talking about she used to drink.
I didn't know
She used to
that.
drink 10 minutes ago.
Ma
They
used
used
to
to all
smoke.
go in the closet.
She-
Jackie, if you don't stop shaking
She
that
stopped
thing.
smoking. She stopped smoking when she felt like she was on a roller coaster.
I remember that.
My mama told me,
Felt
from
like
what
she
she
was on
told
a
me,
roller
she only
coaster.
ever
No,
did that
she
one
was too
time.
high. She was too high, and she
And couldn't
prayed
come down.
that
Yeah.
if she could, whenever God would bring her down, she would never get high again.
I remember that. Yep. That was
Listen, but see, I was only the impression that was just one time.
They just putting all your business out there. I mean,
Mom used to tell that to us all the time. So
Good
she
thing the
can't be
pastor
mad
not
if
watching
that's-
this.
She used to tell us that story all the time, which made me not want to smoke.
I can't believe.
I
Listen, I didn't learn something new. Who knew that the cousins was going and open my eyes to some new stuff?
What?
I thought it was only one time.
Listen, you don't know your mother? Man, she used to be the happening thing back in the day.
You better shut up. You see how she's looking
Sorry,
at you.
somebody who clubbed that much, she had to be doing something besides just drinking.
That's back in Studio 54 days, so we know your mother was out there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I didn't smoke that much. I drank a lot.
You
ain't
Audrey,
smoked that
sister, I
much.
can believe that.
J.R.
And then, when I had that episode at somebody's house, and we was on our way to your mama's house, and my mama was there, I couldn't go in there like that. And somebody was driving, and it looked like he was speeding, and he wasn't doing but 25.
Jesus.
Yeah, because you want. I don't think that showing up at Granny house at Liza Brown house high is a good idea ever.
Mm-mm.
that sounds like you had more than weed, though.
Yeah. Somebody put something else in that.
You might
She had
wanna-
that woo ooh wee.
It might be a little too late though, but yeah.
I
Well,
told
we
you.
glad that you came back down, okay?
So Cece, what you got for us for movies?
Oh, you called me just in time because I got to go to a basketball game. So let me tell you what I got for movies.
Who play basketball?
Somebody
They
I
play-
know.
They
Dang.
playing basketball at the senior citizens home?
It's not a senior citizens home. Tell them
True,
what
that's
you
what she
said.
It
Solange.
is a retirement community.
Okay.
Don't they all got that AARP card?
Listen, what we're not going to do. All right, so the movie that I recently went to see, was called 355. It stars Jessica Chastain, Penelope Cruz, Fan Bingbing, that's a nice name, Sebastian Stan, Diane Kruger, and our wonderful, Black Panther, Lupita. How you say her last name? Nyong'o. Yes. All right. In this film, which was had a nice little twist and turns, these women are, badasses, serious badasses. CIA agent named Mason, who basically is kind of undercover. Like, you think he's a good guy, but he's not really a good guy. And then you think he wins the whole thing because they're trying to get this chip that basically can, it just basically can do all the like grids and change the world, like make crashes, kill everybody, do whatever it wants to do, all in this computer chip. that they're looking for. And so you think that the guys got it and the girls or whatever, but they come strong. So it's a really good movie. It didn't do too good at the box office, and by the time I saw the movie, it was only me in the theater, so that was nice. But it's a really good see. I think if it comes out on video, I think you all would check it out. It's not a bad movie. It's a good one. I thought it was good. You know,
I think it's on Netflix.
Yeah, it might be. Like it didn't, Rotten Tomatoes gave it like 25%, but I thought it was pretty decent. It was pretty.
Yeah, I don't
decent.
really go off for the Rotten Tomatoes thing because they be wrong sometimes.
Yeah. So I thought
everybody's taste is different. You know what I mean? You can't all expect everybody to get it right at the same time. Okay, so would you recommend you gonna recommend this to the people?
I do recommend this to the people. It's 355. Go if it's still out in theaters, go check it out. It's worthy. You can get the theater all to yourself. And if you're at home and you just want something to watch, and with Women's Month coming up next month in April, it's a good girl power movie. Bow, bow. 355.
We're in February. Next month is March.
You mean March? That's what I said.
Listen, a good women's movie
for women's movement
next month is Texas Chainsaw
You said
Massacre.
next month in April.
It's Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
So I assume you watched it, JR?
Next month in March.
Yeah, y'all haven't seen it yet?
No, is it good?
Oh yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, it's like every Texas Chainsaw Massacre. They're killing people.
Yeah,
I'm all right.
I'm good. I don't want to see it.
So, Michelle, I saw earlier that you finally did the homework that I gave y'all a couple weeks ago, and you watched Single Black Female.
I seen it.
That movie was good.
That was
good. No, listen.
But
it was a good movie. But could they have done a little better on the ending portion? You know, when they was.
I felt like the ending was rushed.
Was fighting.
I felt like the ending was rushed.
Yeah. They must have run out of money.
But I tell you what, Amber Riley did what she came to do.
Don't nobody talk to Tanika. That is not her.
That's not her.
Okay, go ahead.
It was that Lifetime it was on, right?
Yeah. Amber Riley came and did what she had to do, though. I'm going to keep it real. Like, I was like...
I've seen it, but I'm not big on Lifetime movies because I don't like the acting that they do in it.
I thought this one was well acted.
Huh?
This was actually well acted.
No,
yeah, this one was
me.
good. I liked it. I thought they did really good. Like all the way up until the end.
Till the end of the movie.
Is what? Yeah.
I was like, this is good. Like
single white female.
Yeah, pretty much.
So yeah, sort of kind of retelling. I thought up until the ending, it was really good. It was very predictable. You know what I'm saying? We knew what was going to happen right early on, but like I thought Amber Riley did a great job as the bad guy. Like that scream in the restaurant.
Oh yeah,
I bust out laughing. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. I tried not to, but it just threw me off because you're drawing so much attention to you.
No, it was. You know what made me laugh was the waiter in the background, because that reaction was like. But I thought K. Michelle did a good job as the best friend. Like,
yeah, but she did really good. She did good until she was laying on her face.
That was.
Yeah, that Nascar I thought was funny because she just banged that girl right all up on that floor. I was like,
and then only come out with two little stitches.
With two little stitches right here, yeah. I was like, and then I was like when the fire was going, I was like, this is gonna be that moment where like she and like Amber Riley character will come out of the fire, and it's gonna keep going, and then I was like, that's it.
Yeah.
Like that's all of that for that, and then like I had additional questions like, okay, I've never been close enough to a dead body, but I would assume, based on the way people react to the smell, that like
it would.
I'm saying you would, yeah. You would be like, what the heck?
What does that smell like?
But wait a minute. When she came out the back with the air freshener, coming something, you stink.
Yeah.
But she only sprayed two sprays.
Two little sprays.
3 sprays, yeah. I was like, what? Oh, she killed that lady. That lady dead.
Listen, and
Just to be
when
walking
K
around with her
Michelle,
in a book bag.
listen, but when K Michelle came out there burning the Lowry seasoning salt,
That was funny.
Right.
That was funny.
I was like,
that was funny.
They say it's good on everything.
Lowry's good on everything.
I don't like flowers.
She said you ain't had no sage, so
so
they said Lowry was good on everything. What?
JR Snowfall come on tonight?
Who?
Snowfall. Y'all
What's today's date?
The
No,
22nd.
tomorrow, I think, the 23rd.
Oh, look, you all! I got a real African dashiki from Africa.
Nice.
What to do with that? Where?
I mean,
So I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Y'all
gonna
not
do
gonna
a-
watch it, but I want it to be known. Proud Family, Louder and Prouder is coming out tomorrow.
I'll watch it.
It's on Disney Plus, right?
I remember that.
I'm gonna watch
Yes,
it.
Disney Plus. And what's his name? What's the
Is
guy
this a
name?
cartoon?
Yes.
Tommy Davidson.
No, not him. The Porter.
Billy Porter.
Billy Porter is in it.
I mean, I was gonna watch it before that, but now I'm really gonna watch it.
I like him.
He plays a character in he plays
Selena.
a character. I want to say he either plays a CEO or somebody or the husband of a CEO or somebody.
Okay, so we I'm gonna give y'all homework for next week.
Oh Lord.
Well, I don't have. So I only stream. I don't have cable.
You have Netflix, right?
Yeah.
We are watching The Tender Swindler.
Oh, I was into that.
Watch that
I started watching that. I started
Yeah, I
watching that,
started.
so I can finish that one.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about it next week because I want to talk about the red flags that they did not pay attention to.
Oh my God, it is so many.
Right.
Just that first girl,
But-
I was like this.
But I mean,
Nah.
that's how I met mine though. Not on Tinder. It wasn't Tinder.
Yeah, but he wouldn't ask you to do
It was
all that
online.
stuff.
Did he ask you for $30,000?
Yeah, no.
And
he
to
didn't tell
send
me.
him credit
He
cards.
didn't tell
like,
me to bring $25,000 nowhere.
He would have got laughed at.
It was no credit cards in my name that he was filing for. Yeah, ain't none of that stuff going on.
Can we go back to? Has anybody seen the Kanye West thing?
I'm not paying Kanye no attention. What did he do now?
Nah.
What happened
It's on
It's a
Netflix.
documentary. I heard it's good.
It said it took like 2 years to do it.
A
And
documentary
the next
of
one
what?
is coming on tomorrow, I think.
So I guess we're gonna watch the Kanye documentary. What is it on?
It's on Netflix.
I might watch it.
So is this his first one or the second one?
It's
The
called.
first one is out now, and then I think tomorrow on the on the 23rd, I think the second
tomorrow.
one will open up, so you can see
It's
this.
called Jin Yu's a Kanye trilogy.
And I'm not no Kanye fan, but I mean, it was very interesting to watch. And his mother is in it, and you can kind of see how him and his mother, how they connect. And then, that kind of opened my eyes to see how he, he was really messed up about his mom passing away, and now I see why, because she was a very. You could tell she was a foundation for him.
No, I definitely,
Yeah.
I personally have been saying for years now that the Kanye we have now is a direct result of the death of his mother.
Yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I believe that.
He does seem a
Well,
bit
you
lost.
and everybody else say that.
I think she kept him grounded.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then when she
Like
died,
I wouldn't go so far as to say we wouldn't have.
Like she went to have plastic surgery, and he didn't expect her to not come home.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so my question, and I guess I kind of watch a lot of different things for educational purposes, although it's not always supposed to be the purpose of it. But K Michelle's
Killer Body.
yes, My Killer Body says
Yeah.
a lot. It tells a lot about things about going under the knife with a lot of different things like breast augmentations and Brazilian butt lifts and going in the third world countries to get it done and all that. Like it says a lot, and it does. It comes up every now and then about Kanye West's mother when it comes to having a surgery done.
Well, no, it's so
But
interesting because we like I have talked to a lot of a couple of trans women, especially older trans women who have gone to like Mexico and gotten like the fix-a-flat. You know what I'm saying? And
Fix-a-flat.
What's
Really?
a fix-a-flat?
That's what it's called.
they put fix-a-flat, like they will inject their butts with fix-a-flat.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why all them women. Do y'all remember that woman who was in Essence magazine who lost her limbs because she went to somebody at their house putting this stuff in?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Listen.
she actually died last year before last.
All you gotta do is watch the show Botched, and then women come in there all
Oh my
butchered up
god. Yeah, they
from
look terrible.
all the different countries.
I watched it today, and they, the stuff that they have the ice packs with, when they ship stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The ice packs I got in the freezer.
Right. So this lady had
You wanna?
put the milk
You wanna?
and
Yes, I did.
and she added all these different oils and injected this one body with this ice pack fluid in it.
3 and 4.
It's an ice pack, but
Mm-hmm.
it injected it all, and she got infected all through her bloodstream. And the doctor that was fixing it said that if she had gotten strep throat, she would have died because it would have, she would have gotten septic, and it would have went through all of her bloodstream. And so I like that show because she's showing what people are going through, what especially women are going through, trying to get the perfect body. And she said she was the only one that ever came out against these doctors that are saying, don't do this, don't go to these surgeries, you have to learn to love your body for what it is.
Right, because she went through all that.
Or at least do the proper research and get it done correctly, but still understand that there are still things that can happen because
she had 16 surgeries, and I think the last doctor is the one that really messed her up.
No, the doctor before the last one is the one that messed her up because she had to get a doctor to fix her.
Well, and also like Mom, you watch Pose, right? We watch Pose.
Yeah, I love Pose.
And that they had that scene with that girl going to that place in Brooklyn, to get it. She got just the like caulking put on her injected.
I've heard that too.
Yeah, like it's
crazy.
But that was one thing.
In my damn shower with caulking, and she putting it in her butt. What the heck is wrong with her?
But that was one thing that they had to put. What K. Michelle mentioned on her show was sometimes it's not always those like hood apartments or those.
No, it's regular doctors.
Like dark. Yeah, sometimes it's regular doctors that's putting that stuff in you. That's why she said. Sometimes you just really need to just do your research. Make sure that you checking out the people who go in for the procedures and how they coming out after. Because one of the ladies that was on there, she said that she was still she wasn't even asleep before they sent her out home. She wasn't even up. She was still asleep.
In the cab and sent her home.
Yeah, they don't keep you. I have a friend who has had it. And they send her home. However, she's with they don't send you home unless you're. But that's nowadays.
Yeah, but
the surgery.
No, they are.
I had a partial hysterectomy. I went home the next day.
Yeah, but they at least still supposed to wait till you wake up.
Oh, she didn't wake up.
No. Yeah, she wasn't up. She was still asleep.
Oh my God!
And they put her in the. They put her in a taxi and sent her home. Yeah, she wasn't even up. They sent her. She was still asleep. Wasn't conscious at all, and they sent her in the home. She said she woke up in her hotel room and trying to figure out how she got there.
Oh, absolutely not.
Her up and took her back.
So her husband was with her, but her husband didn't know. Her husband was asking questions, and they wasn't giving answers.
What? Kidnapping.
They
So he
wasn't
didn't know
giving
that
no
his wife
type.
on up.
I mean,
They
he just knew
probably
that she
told him
wasn't.
that's normal. That's probably what
Yeah,
happened. They
because
probably
I mean,
told
they
him
was.
that's normal. She's partially awake, but she'll be fully awake soon.
Yeah. He said that that was the worst thing ever to him, and he said he would never want her to go. Like he kind of struggled with her getting fixed by an actual, with that on the show because he said that he didn't trust doctors no more. He was like, after that situation, and you sending my wife home like that, or to the hotel like that, he was like, that was the scariest thing in his life ever that he's ever dealt with, and he ain't never want to go through that ever again. Like it was a lot, but that show teaches a lot. Like I kind of feel like kids personally need to, especially those who be thinking like, oh my goodness, you see these Instagram models, because everything is always about what's online, what
And
people
that's
are
not real
liking,
either.
all of that. It's not, but at the same time, that's what kids are looking at. So their mindset is, oh, I need to have the biggest butt, or I need to have, I need to have my chest done. I need to make sure I get my butt done. I need my stomach flat. Their
Well,
mindset is
it's
that's when
not
I'm
just
gonna be
that, but
liked.
it's music videos.
Yeah,
It's
but
so it's ratchet reality where they're men body shaming women. It's multiple things. Watching social
Now
media
women
that makes
body
them think that,
shaming men
oh,
because
if I want a man, my body needs to look like this person, or if I want to keep a man.
but it just kind of, I don't know. I guess it really opens up my eyes, and I like watching it because it's like, dang, so much of this stuff be going on, and I hate to say it, but I'm glad that I only got boys, because trying to figure out how girls are gonna be or what they're gonna be thinking about when it comes to their body. I mean, boys do the same thing as far as like dress codes and stuff like that, but I don't know. It just be a
Yeah, but
lot.
then the pressure becomes, oh, he need to buy me this, he need to buy me that, because
Which,
again, through all that social media, ratchet reality, all of that stuff.
yeah,
If he can't
which
do X, Y,
reminds
Z, then
me,
it's not going.
which
Right.
reminds me, this weekend we did watch Raising Dion, and I felt some type of way, and I made the comment when we was at the house watching it. There was one of the episodes in Raising Dion was the a little boy basically took the watch. Well, he gave him the watch, but he gave him the watch to do a magic trick. In doing the magic trick, the boy said he was not going to give his watch back. Of course, Dion got these little powers. He don't really know how to use it or whatever, but he ends up kind of doing something to the boy, making the boy fall. He ended up hurting himself. The parent ended, the mom of Dion had to have a talk as far as, because Dion made a comment and said, I just don't understand why the principal didn't believe. Now, the principal, of course, was white.
And wait a minute,
Dion
also
was
talk about the
black.
punishment, the difference in the
Yeah.
punishment.
Yeah, you gotta talk about that.
Dion was black. The principal was white, and the boy who took the watch to do the magic trick was also white. So the principal did not like, kind of was already judging Dion from the beginning because of the color of his skin. In the punishment, the principal was suspending the black boy, Dion, who gave the other boy the watch, but not the boy who wouldn't give the watch back. So I find that to be an issue. I also find to be an issue that yes, Dion didn't get suspended, but he did end up having to stay an hour after school,
Detention.
which I also detention, which I also felt was wrong, because if he had to stay, then the other boy should have had to stay as well. But in the conversation, the Dion made a comment and said, I don't. Oh no, the science teacher was black, and so of course Dion's mom made a comment and was like, "Can you help me?" And in talking to the principal, the principal said, "Okay, well, fine, then he'll just have detention an hour for an extra hour after school," and made a comment about you people. So all of that kind of set me off, especially with the fact that I have boys. So in that, I made a comment and I was like, I hate the fact that we have to have a conversation when it comes to our kids about why white people have this hatred, this racist. And I think it kind of it irks me a lot
Well,
because
some white people though, not all.
yeah, why some white people, thank you for correcting me, why some white people have these issues, but it irks me to have these people in these positions to be able to continue to pass this stuff along, because
That's
honestly
voting.
it
That's voting.
it's almost like
Voting don't change
the other
racism.
white kid the other white kid was like verified. Basically, it was almost like he was like, oh, okay, so yeah, this is how I'm feeling is right. I can feel this way type deal,
Okay,
when it came to the way the principal was.
Voting doesn't change racism, but voting can get out the racist.
Yeah, but that don't have
Never.
nothing to do with the principal.
Never.
Since when would that deal with the principal and schools? Because we don't get to vote to see who's gonna be the principal.
We do get to vote. We just don't.
For the principals?
You don't get to vote
Do
for no
not
principal.
be naive.
I ain't never voted for no principal.
Voting will remove racists, because
You
that
get to
will
vote
never
for
happen.
the
Because you
school
also
board.
have those who are hidden.
Well,
But you
I
do
wouldn't
get to
say
vote
that, because
for the
you're
school
going to
board.
say stuff like that is going to make people just not vote in general. And at least that'll at least try to get them out. I wouldn't say
Right.
voting doesn't do anything. It's just more people need to come out, you know?
Yeah, you vote for the superintendent. You vote
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of
We
that
all
is
know
about
in
voting.
politics, people say what people want to hear until they get in office. That voting
but
is,
so that-
does
is that
not
gonna
remove
stop you?
racism, because
But is
everybody
that going to
doesn't
stop
reveal
you
that they're
from voting?
racist.
That's going to stop you from voting, is because you already know that, you know, what.
No, that wouldn't stop me.
But
My
that's
point
gonna stop
is,
somebody.
you won't always know that the person is racist, because as with how politics go, you get the representative, you don't get the real person. You say the right thing to get where you need to be.
That's not true
Right,
for
but
all
then
politicians.
it also takes the people
It
to
is.
make sure that it also takes the
No, it
people
isn't.
to make sure that they do what they said they're going to do. Like
Right.
for like the people actually have to continue to be like, hey, you said this, so when is this going to happen? And at some point in time, maybe that politician is going to do what they said. But I understand. I mean, I get where Mona coming from, because a lot of times they do just say things to get in office. And
To even think that way, to me now is crazy, because we had a black president, and look, they was damn near calling him boy. So there's no way voting is going to change anything. We seen that firsthand when we had the first black president.
Yeah, and we only got to vote for him. We couldn't vote for everybody that got in that office
but
or
when
in the other
he
offices.
but it
That
ain't
was
it
just
when
at
he
that
got in
time.
that
That's not
office
true.
though?
That was just at the time.
Wasn't it still Republican House ran?
Yeah.
Yes,
So that didn't help either.
exactly. That's why a lot of the time he was getting in trouble for certain things that he was trying to do, or they wouldn't let him do it
The
because
Senate and the
Being
presidency
racist
are
is
in
a
the
personal preference. It has nothing to do with who you decide, what party you decide to run. Being racist is a personal preference.
yeah, because black people first was voting Republican before they was Democrat. Anyway,
Yep.
You still have black people voting Republican.
yeah, but it was
Yeah,
how
but
now y'all
that's
say
it
Democrat
doesn't
before you
matter,
said
black,
Republican.
white, blue, brown, what you vote, what party you vote for. It doesn't change the fact that they are going to be racist in every right. That doesn't change anything. Voting is not going to change that.
So basically, you saying just don't vote because it don't make a damn difference.
I don't like
That's
that.
not what I'm saying. I didn't say don't vote. I said voting doesn't make a difference. I'm not saying don't vote. That's not what I said.
But when you put that
voting
out,
doesn't change,
say it like
doesn't
that,
make a
when
person
you
no
put
better
it out
racist.
there
voting
like
doesn't
that,
make a difference.
the interpretation is that voting doesn't make
voting
a
doesn't
difference.
make a difference. And I think
No,
it does.
we were
I really
talking
think
about racism, and Solange said voting, and what I was saying is, I don't care where you vote, how you vote, you're not going to be able to eliminate all the racists, because a lot of people don't reveal that. I'm not saying
true.
not to vote. That wasn't what I was saying.
What
I was saying is that's not
saying
going to change anything.
is because Jesse was speaking about like
having those people in their positions. And some of that is getting those people out, which is voting. Like, you don't vote for the principal or whatever, but you do vote for the constituents of the school board. Like, that is an opportunity, but we don't get into those things. Like, we're not in the PTA, we're not in the school and who's running and getting in the background of all that stuff. But it's
what we got to do.
Voting aspect.
It is what I feel like we need to do, and we need to make sure that it's known, is we don't only vote for the big things, for the big issues, for the president. We got to vote for it all, because the small things start first, and it goes up into the big.
We need to get involved. We need to get involved in every aspect. A principal cannot. I mean, the school board. If you go those meetings, it's the people there are white people. We need to get more involved. We need to get more involved with the community. We need to get more involved in other aspects of, to make our voice heard. But we don't. We'll sit back and let them, they're going to do what they want to do. And it's been that way for years. Right. We don't do things. We don't go out for the midterm elections. We don't, it's like, well, I did the big thing. I don't need to do all this stuff. They're going to do what they want to do. They're going to do that. And I do remember that when Obama was in office, when President Obama was in office, he tried to get them to do all of this road work and stuff that they got going around, and Republicans voted it down. Now you got places where you got sinkholes, you got these pipes busting and stuff, and these were the things that he was trying to accomplish while he was in office. And yet everybody keeps wanting to blame the Democrats for that. That's not them. That was
Slay, can we not be viewing your...
What is that? Slay, nobody wants to see your crotch when you walking.
But we do.
But I was not saying that if we don't vote, we don't. I mean, if they're going to do whatever they want. But
wait, two people are talking at the same time. Mom is talking, but she's not coming through clear. Mom, what was you saying?
I said, we good, everybody listen to, the Democrats aren't doing anything. They aren't doing this. They aren't doing that. But when it comes to the January 6th issue, the Republicans have already said that if they take over Congress back again, they're going to squash that whole thing. They're going to eliminate, because they don't want to hear. They don't want the truth to come out that half of them in that office are the reason why that insurrection happened the way it did.
Jason, Uncle Jerry he said something on Facebook, if you want to read that. And you can see
greed makes a lot of politicians do things that don't help the people. That's how they get rich in a few years on $200,000 a year. I agree. Like, I think part of it is, I understand where both of y'all are coming from on this. I think that a lot of ways voting doesn't necessarily make a difference in big picture, but I'm also a fan of change doesn't start big picture. Change starts in your local elections. You need to be running, you need to be voting and look for who's going to be on the school board, for who's going to be, comptroller, who's going to be the people who are working in your individual cities and municipalities.
Now, let me ask you a question. Everybody in here is parents. How many of y'all ever went to vote for a superintendent for a school board? Not a single one.
No. Tanika, what are you?
I couldn't even tell you when the vote is. So
I have not done such thing.
No, wait. Now I do remember at the church.
It's on the ballot.
Well, no, it's not. I do remember at the church where I cook at. There was a deacon there, and he was running for, I think, superintendent. I'm not gonna say the name, but he was running for it. And he made flyers and he made all this. He's awesome with kids, but he still lost.
But and the only reason you saw it because you was in the church.
Yes.
How many other times you ever seen them put something out for superintendent of a school? Never.
Here all the time. Now I will say here.
Because you were all there.
So Jason, did you go vote?
Yes.
You go vote for superintendent?
I sure did.
You lying like a motherfucker.
I vote in every election.
I think it's two separate things. Racism and voting are totally different. It is not going to, nothing you vote for is going to change people.
I disagree. I disagree. I disagree.
I got the no. So I see where she's coming from. And I don't think that it's going to change. It won't change the racism. What it's going to do is it's going to it's going to change the people who
Hold
are
on, Jackie.
Jackie, who is this coming in?
Is it Trump?
Isn't it?
Hey, it's
Hey,
Sam.
Sam.
Hey, sorry, DC sent it to me.
Oh, hey.
Hi.
The end. Sorry, guys.
She just got off.
Yeah. My bad.
She felt the energy in the room.
Well, Tanika, what do you have to say on this?
I have to be careful how I answer this.
Right.
Yes,
Y'all
you
can
do.
go.
Right. So, but Tanika, answer us this: when is the superintendent selected? Is it in the Is it I can't even say the word right. Sorry, I'm doing.
To be honest, I don't know because I can't even remember. I remember when we got our new superintendent, but I don't remember the process.
That's what I'm saying.
So your school, but you're okay. So y'all do school board elections, right?
We need to do some research.
Mm-hmm.
So when you do your school board elections,
go ahead, Dave.
Your school board elections is usually when you would also choose your superintendent. Now it may be that you elect your school board and then your school board elects your superintendent, but at the end of the day, what I'm saying is, and I understand, Mona, where you're coming from. I get that, no, it's not going to change racism, but what we need to do is, if we're voting for the people in local office that share our values, that are not racist. You know what I'm saying? And are provenly not racist. Not a matter of, I said this thing because I want to get elected. What does your record look like? What are the things, what is it how do you live your everyday life? Not just what are you saying to me, to try to get my vote. Because most people, so most people that are running for school board either has, some connection to education. They used to be a teacher, this or that. What does your teaching record look like? What are these things that are pertinent to the job that you are trying to take on? And how does you doing this job affect me? One of the things, yes, I'm talking big picture, but like Betsy DeVos. Betsy DeVos was our Secretary of Education, but she didn't know nothing about education. You know what I'm saying? She didn't.
Not about public education.
Not about public education. So what are your bona fides for you to get this done? If we get more connected on that and stop worrying less about what's happening in Washington, and that's not to say don't worry about it, but the person who's the president don't control a damn thing. Congress don't control much of nothing that it comes to you. Where it's important is your state and your local governments. Because they're the ones that are directly impacting your life. And on that note...
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's true. They are. We don't... The one thing that irks me about politicians is I don't see them until it's an election year. Where are you at when, in the neighborhood? What are you doing? You put on fabulous fundraisers. You do this and we're going to rent this out and we're going to do this and you're going to charge $500 plates and stuff for me to come see you. But where am I seeing you in the neighborhood? What are you doing in the neighborhood? What are you doing in the school system? What have I seen? I go outside and go to the store and I got all these great big ass posters that's sitting on the side of the road talking about vote for me and vote for me. Well, who the hell are you? Because I don't know who you are. And then you want to come in the church and you especially want to come in the black church and say, well, this is who I am. I don't know you.
So a lot of them only come during election time. And some of them don't even go to church.
The one thing that I have always
Corinthians 1. Isn't that what he said?
Politicians get in his pulpit and he told them, he said, I'm not letting y'all up in here because you're not coming up in here and I don't know what you're doing or I don't know who you are. You can speak on the floor, but you're not getting up on my daggone pulpit. And I respected that man. I respect him for that because not too many, it's like, oh, so and so is here, and we're gonna let him have a few words, and he gonna come up in the pulpit. What are you talking to me about? I don't know you.
I'm gonna tell you the problem I have.
That you speaking and you saying something that you think I want to hear.
The problem I have is when like mayors and stuff like that try to be, run a city and they don't even live in that city. So
right.
Or not even from there. That's why Marion Barry kept being the mayor of DC because he still lived in the hood. He was getting robbed while he was the mayor. So,
but I mean, like, and there's something to be said for that. What was the name of that congresswoman that was in Jacksonville?
What's her name? What is her name? Jackie.
It start with a C.
Corinne Brown, got it. It's Corinne Brown. Let me tell you something about Corinne. Like, the thing about Corinne Brown was, like, did she, she may have gone to jail for some fraud and some election fraud, but what she did do is make sure that her district was taken care of. You know what I mean? Like,
and she did do that, and everybody knew who she was.
Everybody knew who she was.
She was a real person.
Like Marion Barry.
Like here, Emmanuel Cleaver. Everybody know who Emmanuel Cleaver is. He is available. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to talk to, talk to him, you go to his office. You can talk to Emmanuel Cleaver. You know what I mean? Like, that is, to me, that is, if you are an elected official, especially going to Washington, you need to be available for the district that you are in. Like, for example, Josh Hawley, who is a Missouri senator, he has never lived in Missouri. How you got the senatorship and you ain't never lived here? I think he may have spent he went to high school, he went to a private school here, but he's lived in either Arkansas or DC.
Yeah, I mean, it just kills me that they got these politicians out here, and the only time I see you now is when you got this poster up, and then you want to have these fundraisers, or you want to have, I'm going to get with the people, so we going to have the big old barbecue and stuff so we can get some votes. No.
So basically, this is a plug and play.
And then what you do is, once the election over, I got to wait almost 8 months for you to take them damn signs down. Clean your mess up.
Somebody sounds angry.
I am.
You should get on the sign committee. Get the sign.
Not get on the sign committee.
They better listen to the people, okay? Because she right now is the people.
The people say
get elected. Come get your signs.
Yeah, the election is over, and I'm still going down the streets 8 months later, and your sign's still up. Vote for who? Get them damn signs up.
Now, one thing I will say about Missouri is we don't play around about them signs. You're going to take them signs down the day after.
No, them signs be up here. Look, they be up. I think they got one up here that's still up that's been up there for 2 years.
Yeah, it's still a Reagan sign outside. No, I'm fucking with you.
Not a Reagan sign.
Listen, I hate to say this, but it still be somebody to be putting up a sign right over 295 that says F Obama. Every now and then, they still go out there.
They hated Obama for everything he did. It's crazy.
Listen, it was a tan suit that took him over the edge.
My other building I was at, who said Obama was the worst president we ever had. I said, y'all crazy. Like, I be having to fight with these people because they be swearing up and down that Democrats are ruining the world and all this other stuff. So I be having to go to war.
He wasn't the first Democrat.
But he was the first black president, so they just swear, but now he was the worst. That's the last I checked. Bush put us in recession.
This is the part.
If you want to be real with you, we've gone into a recession under every Republican president. Every single one of them. It has never not had one.
And let's not forget who brought us crack cocaine.
Ooh.
Ronald Reagan.
Was it
I didn't say that.
No. It was Rich. It was Nixon.
Yeah, but Reagan started pushing it though.
But no, let me tell you some hard facts. Everybody is blaming Biden for stuff that's going on now. The first year of any president is always what the previous year of the former president did. So everything that Trump did is now hitting, but they are blaming Biden. That was the same thing that they did with President Obama. President Obama went in there and cleaned up Bush's mess.
We finna get lettuce.
And he got blamed for it. Biden is cleaning up Trump's mess, and he's getting blamed for it. Biden didn't do that. That's Trump's foolishness.
Well, who do I blame for this high-ass gas?
Blame Trump.
Because gas was low when he was in office.
No, JR, blame OPEC. That is who you blame. OPEC.
Oh, well, we had lower gas. That gas didn't start with which color because Obama was the one that started with the gas cuts.
No. Actually, Obama was in office. Gas was just as high. Actually, it was almost $5 when he was in office.
And who was in there before him?
Bush. It actually was lower. That's what I'm saying. It's like it outweighs certain things. So when Trump was in office, do the research on the gas was lower than it is now. When Barack was in office and Biden. It's sad to say, but that is the truth. And that's a fact. You can look it up. I've looked at it several times.
That's because you have to get into oil futures. That again, the president don't have nothing to do with the gas prices.
It's not the gas prices. It's whatever. Because Democrats, we don't really go to war like Republicans do, but it has something to do with all of that, and that's where the gas prices goes up. It's whatever they doing and not doing.
It's about the gas prices is about the oil.
You wanna go there? Think about this, JR. There has been a Republic Congress for years, decades almost, that they've been pretty much in charge. They're the one that makes those decisions. President just signs the paperwork. He makes suggestions, but they're the ones. That's why we have raggedy roads, raggedy buildings just falling down just on the matter thing. The job market is shot. You talking about just oil prices? You got oil prices going up. But tell me where you can go find some chicken that's less than
right, because you can't find chicken nowhere.
$10. Yeah, chicken ain't good.
Yeah, chicken high as hell now. They done raised the price on chicken.
8 pieces of chicken is $20.
Listen, I think we need to start a riot on a chicken and go down.
What we won't be doing is doing the chicken riots. I won't stand
We're gonna go down
for
to
it.
Purdue and say
Michelle put a heart up there for the chicken riot.
Yeah.
She's all for it.
Well, guys, that's a great conversation, and I wish we could go further. But a lot of time we've been on here for 2 hours now.
Yeah.
Damn, it's windy as hell outside.
So don't forget to like and comment and subscribe on the video if you're on YouTube. If you're not on our YouTube channel, go to the YouTube channel, put a like on this so that we can feed the algorithm and get this out to more people.
Can you spell algorithm?
F-U Negro. Shout out again to Black Unicorn Magics for sponsoring the show. Don't forget that Colorful Magics 25 for 25% off of your purchase.
Don't forget Jerry's Instagram stuff again.
Jerry, you got your Instagram.
Yep. Ambient Personal Chef.
Ambient Personal Chef, so you can get you guys some good old foods.
Yep.
Mona got a little thing she got going on too. We all gonna be promoting and doing businesses.
Disappeared.
She has.
I'm cleaning up.
Oh, okay.
It's about time.
Shut up, JR. I'm cleaning up my nuts.
That every time we get on here, somebody got to tell you shut up.
That's the new slogan for the show.
Every time I'm gonna get a shirt made that's gonna say "Shut up, JR."
Thanks for coming, Tanika.
Tanika, thank you for coming as our special guest.
Anytime.
I'm glad you did your hair for this.
You can say it.
You can say it.
Say it. Fuck you.
That's not the slogan.
I thought you was gonna say "Shut up, JR," but you know.
That is not the slogan.
He said y'all say somebody.
I was like,
You weren't ready for that one, huh?
I wasn't ready for it either. I'm not gonna lie. I wasn't ready for it either. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much for watching.
And don't hang up, neither.
Yeah, don't hang up yet. For those of y'all who, and if you ever want to find out what's happening on the after show, it is going to be a part of our new Patreon package. Going to come in soon, KC Caffeine / or patreon.com/KC Caffeine, where we'll be doing the Cousins after show because the shows won't be 2 hours again. But you'll be able to see kind of what the after shows that we do. It's a little bit more content from all of us. So go ahead and take a look at that, and we will talk to y'all next week. Bye, everybody.